young to take over, too old to ignore.
She's almost ready.
What for? There's a lot I am not certain of. Hello 12, hello 13, hello 12.
From the book, I diagnosed my own appendicitis. Next day I went to my doctor down the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And when I was 13, I was...
4 foot 10, 4 foot 10. That's the story of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. And boy, wasn't that great. Then everybody started moving up, and there I was stuck at 4 foot 10, 4 foot 10. But I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from the pendulum bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. 'Cause I was into dancing then. And I was good, and I wanted so much to grow up to be a prima ballerina. Then I went out for cheerleader, and they told me, no dice, you'll get lost in the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you. I spent my whole childhood waiting for
Secret. My whole life was a secret.
One little part, and they called me Stinky for 3 years.
Rise up, goodbye 13, hello 12. Oh, tell me low, la la la,
Say your mind.
la la,
There's something new.
la la.
Daddy, naked.
Time to go, time to go, la la la.
Mom and Dad were making it.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
the only thing about me that grew was my desire. I was never gonna be nothing I had to. I was just this peanut on point. That was my whole trip. My size, God, it still is. In my last show, I was 32 and I played a 14-year-old brat.
32.
So I got caught, but I don't look it, and I shouldn't knock it, because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5 in summer stock, up till now I've never stopped, 'cause whatever I am so excited because I'm gonna go to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it's the first day of acting class, and we're in the auditorium, and the teacher is Mr. Carter. Oh, Mr. Carter. Anyway, he puts us up on stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says, okay, we're gonna do improvisations. Now, you're on a bobsled, it's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go. Day, week, we try to feel the motion around the hill. Every day for a week, we would try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried. And everybody's going whoosh, whoosh. I feel the snow, I feel the cold, I feel the air. And Mr. Carr turns to me and he says, okay, Morales, what did you feel? And I said, nothing, I'm feeling nothing. And he said, nothing could get a girl transfer. They all felt something, but I felt nothing, except the feeling that this garbage was absurd. But I said to myself, hey, it's only the first week, maybe it's genetic. They don't have boxers in San Juan. Second week, 4 church praying Santa Maria, send me guidance on my knees. I went to church praying Santa Maria, have me feelings, pretty please. And a voice from down at the bottom of my soul came up to the top of my head. And a voice from down at the bottom of my soul, here is what it said. This man is nothing. This course is nothing. If you want something, go find a better class. And when you find one, you'll be an actress. And I assure you that's what finally came to pass. 6 months later, I heard that Carp had died. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul and cried. 'Cause I felt nothing. I mean, I didn't want him to die or anything, but
The summer I turned 15, I lied about my age so I could join ACFA. You know, the nightclub union. Cause I could make $60 a week working these dance joints outside of Kansas City. I worked this one club for about 8 weeks straight, and I really became friendly with this dancer. Her name was Lola Latours. She had this dynamic tour de force. Well, she really took to me. I mean, we did share the only dressing room, and she did a lot of dressing. Anyway, she used to come and pick me up and drive me to work nights. Well, the neighbors would all be sitting outside their windows, and she'd drive up in her big pink Cadillac convertible and smile. When I come to around the house, my little tuxedo on, my taxes in my hand, and we take off down the block with her long, flaming red hair is blowing in the wind.
what do I pay for all those lessons? Dance for grandma, dance for grandma.
I got my steam on fridge, real sexy. Populate out the steam and clean it.
You cannot run to the movies until you finish your homework.
Wash the car. Something in your nose.
Oh, darling, you're not old enough to wear a bra. You've got nothing to hold it up. Tits. When am I gonna grow tits?
Then I can be a movie star. Well, when the guys on the block saw Lola, they all wanted to know what the story was. So I told them about this big hot romance we were having. But actually, she was going with this.
Little brat, that's what my sister was, a little brat. And that's why I shaved her head. I'm glad I shaved her head. But then my father lost his job, and so we had to leave El Paso. We wound up in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind to be a dancer, but my mother would embarrass me. So when she came and picked me up from school, I found this perfect yellow rose in her hair. When her uncle I begged her, and she'd say, "What? Are you ashamed of your own mother?" But the thing that my daddy loves so much girlfriend. Did any of you practice kissing with another girl so that when the time comes, you know how to? No? Oh my god. Judy, did you girl?
Yeah.
Just a couple of times. Oh, hell, count me in. Thank God. Anyway, I do remember.
There was a time I was sneaking out in the backseat with Sally Ketchum. We were necking and necking. And after about an hour or so, she goes, woo! Don't you want to do anything else? I suddenly thought to myself, no, I don't.
Surprise to you?
I guess, yeah. It was probably the first time I realized I was a homosexual. And I got so depressed. I thought being gay meant being an outcast the rest of my life. A bum. And I said, gee, I'll never get to wear nice clothes. And I was really into clothes. I had this fabulous haircut looking, yeah, my friends. And I
Shit, make through high school without growing tits!
What am I gonna say when he calls on me?
My only adolescence, my baby adolescence, my baby adolescence, my baby adolescence, my baby adolescence. Suddenly I'm 17, suddenly I'm 17, suddenly there's a lot.
Imagine me, this kindergarten teacher. And I thought, shit, everybody